has. You think about what we were allowed to talk about online back in 2018, 2019, 2020 specifically, right? During COVID, you were getting thrown off of the internet if you said anything controversial. So he comes in like a hero. He buys Twitter. Now, it has completely changed the conversation. We're allowed to say things we never thought we would be able to. You know, you see free speech being blasted everywhere. And I'm not worried about getting kicked off Twitter for anything that I'm writing anymore. But at the same time, he's now got this insane data collection outfit that he's running now. And it's not just like Google, where Google, they have all your search history and they got microphones in your phone. You actually put every single inner thought on Twitter. I mean, I think like it's rare where people, like, the second you have like a light bulb go up, you're like, oh, let me tweet that. People are putting their every inner thought out on Twitter. He's got this humongous data collection factory that he's doing. He's working on Neuralink, which links up with the transhumanism thing, right? Like he actually is trying to integrate humans with computers. He's actively trying to do that. And everybody sees him as this heroic figure. And I'm pretty sure he's Jewish too.
I don't think he is.
Nope.
You sure?
No.
He's South African Dutch.
Yeah.
Okay. That gives me a little relief. But he's
here's the thing about Elon. I did a little chat online one time, and I described him as being dangerous beyond his own understanding because of the fact that I don't think that he really, being non-Catholic particular, he's not really aware of the unseen demonic forces that we talked about before, that are very real. And the fact that he doesn't perhaps believe in them, he falls victim to them, and they're influenced by default. He falls into it by default. And those people who don't understand that they're real, they fall victim by default. You can only push them and fight them if you're aware of them. What do you make of Michael?
Of Elon? I mean, I think he's an interesting guy. He's got kind of a strange agnostic worldview. I mean, he's on the one hand, he does some things that are pretty boneheaded, and I wouldn't say demonic, but he does things that are kind of like he wore that satanic armor outfit for Halloween once, and I was just like, what is that?
Well, he did that because of everybody was calling him the devil. So
that's what he,
and yeah,
so he's being tongue in cheek. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He was being ironic. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know the guy enough to say one way or another. I find it very interesting that he's diving into all of the different things that are basically going to make it easy for the Antichrist to take over. So he's certainly laying the groundwork, probably unwittingly. I don't think he's doing
it. That's exactly what I said. He's not capable of fighting the influence of the demonic because he won't acknowledge it.
Right.
So you fall into it by default because they'll acknowledge you. And then now he's coming out with his own phone to compete with the Android and the iPhone with his PI.
His X phone, yeah.
Which scares me even more because now you're even giving him more data. And the thing is, if something happens to him, who takes over all these entities, right? So
because even if he's not, in league with the devil, and he's certainly not doing all these horrible, terrible, demonic things, the question of who takes over after him is legit. That's a legitimate question. Yeah. And
look at Starlink. I mean, he's got a grip on the globe already.
Right.
I mean,
did you watch the thing with the robots over the weekend?
Oh, that freaks me out.
I don't watch TV, so I'm out of the loop.
Well, it was on the internet, but you have this thing, this autonomous van pull up. And it looks exactly like the autonomous van from iRobot, the movie. You have him parade these robots in that look just basically like iRobot. And he announced that he has this autonomous cab that looks exactly like the autonomous cab from iRobot. I mean, it's like his design team was sitting there going, we love this movie. Let's go ahead and imitate it.
I think he does some stuff like that to be tongue-in-cheek funny. Like he names Starlink is Skynet.
Yeah.
Starlink is Skynet. He is
Starlink,
he is
Skynet. Yeah.
from Terminator 2. Like he is, I'm telling you, he is the thing.
I'm waiting for him to come out with an Iron Man suit.
But it'll be, he is the embodiment of transhumanism, what he's doing. That's why I'm saying, like, whether he is the villain we all think he is or not, whatever succeeds him, he's laying the groundwork for the Antichrist. Like, he really is. Now, I always wondered this, and I'm pretty sure he does, but does the Antichrist know he is the Antichrist? Or is he just acting in the world? He does know because he has to claim to be the Jewish Messiah, right?
Well, the thing is, so the Antichrist, and there are many church fathers that have written about this, and people have analyzed and studied and exposited what the Antichrist is or who the Antichrist is going to be. But the idea is that he's going to be a complete and total inversion of the incarnation of Christ. It's not going to be an embodied demon.
No.
But it'll be somebody who is so perfectly possessed. And by perfect possession, what we mean is that their will is in line with the demon possessing them. Mm-hmm. So that it will almost be an embodiment of the devil, but it's not going to be the devil incarnate. It'll be a possession.
Yeah, there can't be a devil incarnate. The devil is not capable of an incarnation. So this was the conversation I had with my wife the other day. So I was kind of going through just look, we saw Trent Horn puts out that video the other day, and he's talking about like the Holocaust and people denying the Holocaust, and it's like, it's a topic that we need to be able to have a conversation about without being labeled anti-Semitic. It doesn't mean anybody, but there is a very important part of the Christian story that you have to understand, that the people of the old covenant, when Christ comes, we claim the Messiah came. They reject that Messiah. From that point on, what follows in like Phariseeism is what goes on, and you have rabbinic Judaism goes on.
Talmudic Judaism has been a disaster.
But it's inherently antichrist, right? Like they are inherently, they are set up where they are. Their whole thing is they're upset that we claim their Messiah came. So, and now in our lifetimes, we've witnessed these people come back into the land of Israel, where there's a chance that they could try to build a third temple and like, it's just, there's so much going on right now in the world where if we're not allowed to have this conversation with being labeled anti-Semitic, like I don't understand the impulse of Catholic apologists to go out there and be like, this denial is getting out of hand. It's like people are just starting to crack at the story a little bit, because it's like, all right, maybe because that happened to them doesn't give them justification to do anything in the world that they want. It was just an interesting conversation I had with my wife. And then she asked me, when the Antichrist comes, will he be the devil incarnate? And I'm like, no, that cannot happen. Like the devil cannot become incarnate. Like the incarnation happens. That's because it's not like the Holy Spirit impregnates Mary and God becomes man. That's nothing like what will happen with the Antichrist. The Antichrist can possess somebody, but he will not be the devil incarnate.
Right.
The just the